day. What a freaking night for Team Khabib. Islam Makhachev is the new, undisputed UFC lightweight champion. Completely dominated Charles Oliveira. Took him down. Unexpectedly just submitted him via arm triangle choke in round number 2. And just complete domination here. Charles Oliveira, no joke. What an incredible story. I mean, what is there to say that hasn't already been said about Charles Oliveira? I'm almost speechless here. I mean, 11 straight wins. The dude's been incredible. Legendary run. Rewrote the entire narrative of his career. Beating the likes of Gagey, Chandler, Ferguson. The list goes on and on. He has been unfreaking believable. But Khabib Nurmagomedov, his coach, has been saying, a longtime teammate of 22 freaking years, longtime friend, has been saying, listen, look out for Islam. He's not just the best lightweight in the world, he's pound for pound the best in the world. And Islam proved that he is one of the pound for pound best fighters in the world in any weight class tonight. Unfreaking believable. And look, you gotta give some respect, not just to Islam's performance, but his microphone game. Because he looked around. He said, hey, where's that short guy, the champion Alexander Volkanovski? A little playful trash talk. Volkanovski was in the crowd. Volk got in the cage. They faced off. They shook hands. And Volkanovski and Islam unofficially agreed to fight for the lightweight championship and the pound-for-pound title. Holy freaking doodle squat. That is going to be an incredible fight. And while Islam might be favored, given the fact that it is his weight class and all that, Volkanovski is an unbelievable fighter. I know some people are like, well, he's going to hold up featherweight and what the hell and this and that. And yeah, double champion, that can be a double-edged sword. But if there's anybody that deserves the opportunity to be a double champion, it's definitely Volkanovski at this point. He's gone on a legendary run himself, one of the best MMA fighters of all time. And hey, who knows, when it's all said and done, Islam might be in that conversation as well. In the co-main event, kind of ended up being the co-lame event, Aljamain Sterling dominated, destroyed TJ Dillashaw. Just totally dominated him, finished him in round number 2. Dillashaw, well, he pulled an Aaron Pico. He fought with a bad shoulder. His shoulder popped out, I believe, upon a takedown. They should have stopped it in round number 1. Unlike the Aaron Pico fight in Bellator, they did not stop the fight. They kept it going into round number 2. And, well, Aljo did his job, got the job done, kicked his ass. And in fairness to Dillashaw, he made no excuses afterwards. He even said, hey, I came into this fight injured. And look, at the end of the day, let's keep it real. When you sign on that dotted line, when you talk all that trash, when you hype yourself up, people don't want to hear excuses. Because most of the time, there are fighters, including Aljamain probably, who are banged up when you're at a high level going into a fight. So it is what it is. It is unfortunate. I do feel like Aljamain is going to continue to get disrespected because he did win the title via DQ, which honestly I thought that was the right move because, I mean, Yan did do an illegal move. And then, he had the close fight with Yan the second time around, which, still left some doubts. And then, of course, this happens here. So it's going to be interesting with the bantamweight division because if you didn't watch my previous video, Sean O'Malley, in a fantastic fight, actually beat Petr Yan in a huge upset via split decision. A lot of people think that Yan was robbed. I would not call it a robbery, but I don't know. The general consensus is that Yan won that fight at least 2 rounds to 1. So you have some unique opportunities here. You could book Yan as if he won off of this loss and do the trilogy fight with Yan versus Sterling. You could book an immediate rematch with Yan and O'Malley, although both guys took their lumps and will need time to heal up. Or, since Sterling didn't seem to take a lot of damage in the fight, you could book Sterling against, Sean O'Malley whenever O'Malley's available. I mean, hey, he beat the number 1 contender. So, going to be interesting to see. But we do know at lightweight, it will be Makhachev versus Volkanovski. And that is going to be one incredible fight. All I got to say is my man Beneil Dariush, who looked really good on the undercard. Dude definitely needs to get a title shot at some point. Belal Muhammad, he looked great against Sean Brady on the prelims and the main event and the prelims. He should get a title shot at some point. This was a very, very good night for Team Khabib. This was a very, very good night for MMA fans around the world, even if you weren't necessarily rooting for the winners, because there was some great action here. And yeah, we'll see what happens. But I think bantamweight division is probably the most interesting right now. And yeah, we'll see where that goes. But I want to hear from all you. What do you think about UFC 280? What do you think about UFC 281 coming up? Let me know. Leave a comment below if you enjoyed this update. Like, share. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications for more updates like this. We just uploaded some One Championship post-fight interviews. We got some Bellator coverage coming in the next week. So until next time, everybody, as always, enjoy the fights. And congrats to Islam Makhachev and Team Khabib. Shout out to Khabib, continuing his father's legacy. First as a fighter, and now as a coach. And hey, Fedor, Khabib, legendary fighters, now legendary coaches.